Hey everybody, I'm Axel, the Wondrous Writing Witch. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all having a wonderful week so far. I apologize for my absence, but it has been one thing after the other with technical difficulties, and then the burnout is just pretty real. But I'm back now, and today we were talking about found families as it's the holiday season, so I thought it would be really fun to talk about which found families we love the most in fiction. As always, I would love to hear about your favorites in the comments below, and if you could do all the other things to please the algorithm gods, like, subscribe, ring that bell, I would vastly appreciate it. Otherwise, on to today's list. Coming in at number 5, to start off this list, I want to talk about the Invisible Library Gang. I really enjoy how Irene and Kai were originally paired due to Carpelia and the library as a whole. But then they go to Vale's world and start all sorts of shenanigans, and eventually the three just end up as this. They're not a throuple, but they really could be, and I really kind of ship them as a throuple. Irene has already bedded Kai and kissed Vale. We're already halfway there. Kai's already made it known that he doesn't care if she beds Vale as well. And so I'm here for it. I'm here for the polyamory. And then an unofficial member of their group is Lord Silva, because he's always harassing Vale. So wherever Lord Vale is, Lord Silva is probably going to be there too, because he has to be up Vale's asshole in his life, being his nemesis. So he's an unofficial member of the gang. And then later, more officially, is his niece Catherine involved in the gang. But I don't want to reach into spoiler territory. But I love their gang. I love the dynamic. And it's not the healthiest dynamic, I'll be honest, but I love it nonetheless. Coming in at number 4 are the girls from the Villains Code. Tori, Beverly, and Chloe are one of my favorite gangs altogether. The way that they found each other is awesome, and I love that 2 of them are official villains and one's just like, I'm kind of just gonna ignore the part where you're villains, but you guys are awesome. You guys personally are awesome. We're gonna ignore the fact that you're villains, but you're awesome. And I kind of love that interaction that they all have. The chemistry and banter is always on point, and I love it. I'm so excited to see what shenanigans they get into in the future. Coming in at number 3 are all of Harry's friends from the Dresden Files. Now, Harry is definitely the main character of this series, but he would be nowhere, not even alive, in fact, without his band of misfits, and I love it. First, we're going to mention all the M's, and that's Michael, Murph, Molly, Mr. Mouse, and then we get Butters and Bob. And I just think that's hilarious. I don't know if it's because me personally, my family has a lot of like same letter names, especially in siblings. Like my grandparents' set was John, Judy, Jan, Joyce, Jill. So it makes it easier for me to remember the names, and I just love it. I just think it's a cute little detail. But the journey and the adventures that all of these guys have, sacrificing so much for Harry, and just the love that this man gets and doesn't realize that he gets for the longest time is astonishing. But we're going to leave that talk for another day. I love them, and I love how much they are there for him, and how really truly powerful he is because of all of his friends. The power of friendship is real, okay? And he wields it wonderfully. Speaking of the power of friendship, number 2 is the Teen Titans. I love the original Teen Titans, okay? We don't talk about Teen Titans Go. We pretend that trash doesn't exist, all right? I'm sorry if you like it. I will never. We will pretend it doesn't exist. It can just go in the corner with the first live-action Avatar, all right? We can just ignore it. Just ignore it. But the original Teen Titans, their trauma and all of their just chemistry back and forth between everybody is just, it's an emotional roller coaster, and I'm here for it. I'm here for every part of it. And for a kid's show, damn, did it fuck with my emotions. Do I even need to mention which one's at number 1 on my list? Because if you've been following me for a bit, you'll know it's Avatar: The Last Airbender, the original Team Avatar, because they just take the cake. All right, if it hasn't been obvious through the other options on this list, or at least most of them, I am a fan of trauma bonding when creating found families, apparently. At least I'm realizing this as I have made this video. Trauma bonding, that bond is like a covalent bond, okay? That shit's chemical. And when you trauma bond together, it's just, I don't know, it's cathartic. And maybe that's why I love all these found families, because most of them have gotten together due to the traumatic events of their lives, bringing them together one way or another. And I'm just here for it, all right? You're making something beautiful out of something fucked up. And maybe as an artist who likes to do similar things, maybe that's why it touches my heart. Like, you know, a found family, you're calling them family over friends, and that's really what it is. And I love that, and I think that in and of itself is a beautiful thing. So I really wanted to cover the topic during the holiday season. But that is all for my list today. As always, I would love to hear about your favorites in the comments below. I apologize that I've been absent. I promise I will be back next week. Until then, spread all the love and joy you can. Bye.